Hey ladies and gentlemen, Trigger John coming at you with another Diablo Immortal video. This one, I want to talk about this latest update that we just had and the fact that now we have a feature in the game that's broken. I don't know what point it broke, if it broke with this last update, what happened, but unfortunately this is on the rise yet again and we got to talk about it. All right, well, unfortunately, this is not a video that I usually enjoy making. Usually I'm pretty positive about games I'm playing and what I see going on in them. Unfortunately, I work for a software company. I'm used to testing software every single time for a rebuild and update, so on and so forth. So it's kind of interesting to me when updates come, and I usually like to try to just check a few features that happened previously, just to see, like, do they get broken or do they not get broken? We'll call it habit, since switching from a CNC programmer into a software tester. You'll have this, right? Well, unfortunately, one of the things that I noticed that really upset me is the fact that spooning is now re-enabled. I don't know what they did, what happened to the source code. I do know originally it was taken care of. And when I say it was taken care of, I'm gonna pull up an article that they did, what was this? Back in August, I believe. So let me pull this up real quick so that way you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So this spreadsheet right here, or this article right here, you'll notice that this is August 9th bug fix, right? We have all the way down here, if you see this, if a player uses the same skill more than 10 consecutive times within 5 minutes and has not moved or used another ability, the skill will no longer continue to fire. Now, what actually happened with this is this took a little bit of time for them to implement. This wasn't they patched it and then it worked. I want to say this took about a week or two, and then it started working properly. So the weird part about this is the fact that it still somewhat works. I'm going to show it right now on my PC client, and I'm going to show you that it does work and as intended. I've tried it also on a Crusader. I did have a friend try it with their Monk, and it did not work. But I want to talk about a theory of why I think that doesn't work. But the interesting part about this is the fact that on August 9th, they fixed this bug. And here it is, August 31st, as we're recording this, and it's back. So this is very irritating. Coming from my background, I really hate it when we see, like, taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's kind of like one of those situations. Unfortunately, I really hope they get this fixed. But let's go ahead and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So if I go ahead and I come to my character here, you'll notice that I am in Westmarch. I'm not going to do this out in the open world. I'm not going to collect XP from this because I don't agree with it. You should know it should be spooning. But if we hit circle here, notice that I am attacking. I don't know why. There we go. I don't know why it's not shooting anything out of my controller or out of my character. There we go. Maybe it got scared because I was talking about another bug. Weird. But anyways, this is actually really weird. Let's go ahead and let's just keep rolling with it. We're just going to simulate the motions here. This is just doing a primary attack. Allegedly, it's 10 times and then it will stop. Or a runoff of about 5 minutes, and you will no longer be able to do the same thing over and over again. Like I said, I am using my controller. I'm holding down the circle button on my PS5 controller to just repeat the same basic primary attack. This should not allow me, at some point in time, this should stop me and not let me do anything else. We'll see what happens. There you go. So you'll see here that even though I'm still pressing and holding, okay? Let's go ahead and cancel that. Notice that I am, once again, still pressing, okay? My character's locked. It stopped, it's not moving, whatever. So it worked as intended, right? If I pull this back up, you'll see here that that's how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to, if a player is the same skill more than 10 consecutive times within 5 minutes and has not moved, it will no longer continue to fire. I'm, once again, still holding down the button. And I'm still not doing anything. It's totally fine. It's not literally doing absolutely nothing for me. Awesome, works as intended. This is what we like to see. This is what helps prevent spooning. Here's the problem. This is on PC. If I do this on my cell phone, it doesn't stop. I can legitimately pull this up exactly on my cell phone, and you'll see that it will allow me to do this infinitely. It doesn't care. It doesn't time out. I can literally just hold my finger down, and it'll constantly go for my primary attack. This means you can once again put a spoon on your phone, and boom. You know what I mean? Like, they re-enabled it, unfortunately. I don't know why they did this. Blizzard, please stop breaking stuff, please. They did a mass ban back when this happened, back when this got announced. I really hate to see anyone lose their account over this. So I want you to be aware that it is still a thing. Be conscientious of this. So don't think, oh, hey, I'm gonna go farm in the ship or another location and just stand there and hold the button down like I would if you were spooning, because they can still ban your account. The problem now is the fact that they announced that this was fixed and now it's not fixed. So now you can go back and you can do it again. But that doesn't mean it's okay. That doesn't mean they're not gonna ban you. Now, the other part that I want to talk about with this is the fact that my skill is a stationary skill. This does not make me move when I attack, right? This isn't like Daring Swing, where if I use Daring Swing, right, I move. So in theory, I could do Daring Swing all day long if, you know, obviously I'd have to do a press and hold system, right? I'd have to trigger it and go, because it is a line, right? You do have to select where that goes, so it's a little harder. But the reason why I bring this up is because let's think about characters like the Monk or the Crusader, right? That have that particular skill that makes them move forward a couple of steps and then reproc the ability. Those are not affected by this fix because you're getting movement, right? So when I press and hold and I just shoot, right, eventually this stops. And then how do I fix it? If I move around, I can then unlock my character again and proc the attacks. Well, if your primary attack or another one of your attacks allows you to move while attacking, then that circumnavigates their fix and their bug anyways, right? So notice that once again, here we go. It's bugged out. I can't do anything because I've been doing the same attack for too long. And if I move, notice that everything's back. My finger never left this circle. All I did was move my joystick. And once again, we're back at it. So if you're a character like a satyr or monk who can move while doing their primary attack or whatever the case may be, they haven't fixed spooning at all. The only reason why I'm bringing this up, guys, is because I want you to be aware of what this means, because I don't want anyone to get their account banned. I want anyone to get shadow banned or perma banned by not knowing that this has now been, I shouldn't say re-enabled, but it's now a thing again, okay? We've already seen it. I've already been out and farmed. I like to go farm in Realm of Domination. I come over here to right in this little circle over here. I have to go farm the Plains of Torment. I've already found a few people that are just camping out right here because there's 3 spawn locations right there, and it's really annoying. So it's already coming back. People are already picking back up again that yes, you can spoon once again, and unfortunately, it's one of those things. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how we're gonna fix this. I don't know if this is gonna be something where, like, you know, maybe Blizzard's gonna take some time and revamp that code so that way it works, or if they're going to turn around and they're just gonna allow it and then permaban. But I don't want to see anyone lose their account over this, because it's not like this is something that they're just gonna like overturn. If they ban your account for this, you're pretty much SOL. Like, they're not gonna just give you back your account and be like, oh yeah, it's no big deal. Yeah, you tell whatever story you want to tell. I've heard it time and time and again. We've had people in Aftershock United lose their accounts, and they're like, oh yeah, no, I wasn't spooning. I'm like, well, we saw you, you were. And we've seen them tell Blizzard every story in the book. They never got their accounts back. They no longer play the game. They're no longer part of Aftershock United. Do not be one of those that loses your account because they unfortunately messed up their code and now a function in the game is allowed again. So definitely keep that in mind. On PC, it does seem to be functioning like it's supposed to on the PC client, but unfortunately in mobile, it doesn't look like that safeguard works even in the slightest, which is unfortunate. That was the problem. Everyone already knows, yes, you can macro and you can do everything else like that. I mean, most people do in a lot of these types of games. I mean, heck, even if you go back to Diablo 3, right, there's overlays. There's the wolf overlays that you can get and whatnot. Diablo Immortal doesn't have that. I'm so thankful we don't have that yet. But yeah, don't get hoodwinked. Don't be using macros. Don't spoon. Your account will get banned. I'd hate to see anyone lose their account and miss out on playing the game, especially when in the next 30 days, we're supposed to have the biggest update and game-changing, whatever the case it is, for Diablo Immortal. Would really, 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 really hate for you guys to miss out on it because you wanted to get just a little bit of XP. So keep that in mind. Be conscious of what you're doing. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.